Michael is a fantastic screenwriter. I mean, last season, for one, which I've seen most of, and was in, so I had a good idea about it, was great and very fast-paced, very full of action, always caught the eye. And this year, things have developed somewhat into far more intense, focused drama, and you really, really get stuck into each character's motivation, path in life, and goals. Charles loves the king. They are best friends, and that's where his loyalty lies. But he also has feelings and empathy for Queen Catherine. Queen Catherine has been ousted from court. Charles never really, this season anyway, he's grown up and he sees the way she's been treated and sees the way she's been kind of just pushed aside, and he feels for her. She's not allowed to see her daughter anymore. He has a son, so he can understand the pain there, and he doesn't like Anne. He hates Anne. He hates the Boleyns. He thinks they're schemers and people who will do nothing good for his close friend. And so all these things combined mean he has feelings for Catherine, but his loyalty ultimately remains towards the king. Well, let's say in the first season, he was, of course, the young king and the rock star. And this season, he is now wanting to be head of state. He is head of state. He also wants to be head of the church, and his goal lies down that way. He wants to have his own way and his own rule, and he's surrounding himself with people who he can trust. As a young boy in prep school, I was 12 years old, and I had never really done a proper stage performance before, and got up on stage. I was a reporter in a play. I can't remember the name of the play for the life of me, but I just, as children, they kind of let go and do things and do silly stuff, and I really got to do this on stage. And I knew that no one could really criticize me because it was playing a character, and so I did this, and afterwards, all the parents, would come up and say, "Oh, you were great, you were fantastic." This was totally unexpected, and then I really learned to love the stage, and I kept on just going up there and enjoying the feeling, especially when you step out from the wings into the lights. There's this incredible rush of adrenaline and fear and anticipation. It's just something else. It really is. I would have joined the forces. I've got brothers in the forces. Or my eldest brother is now ex-army. My second eldest is in the Royal Marines. And my father did a stint in the Navy as well. And it was always a kind of thing of mine. I grew up with lots of that kind of a patriotic pride. And we had CCF in school, which is Combined Cadet Force, which is like that stems from back in the day with World War II and World War I, where the boys in boarding school were sort of pre-trained ever so slightly and then sent off to war almost immediately from when they left school. And this is, a backlash from that, and they're still doing it. And it was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it. When boys get to be boys, you get to play, with guns and pretend to shoot at things and run around and camo and everything, and the discipline as well. And you got to feel like you were part of something. And so I fit right into that and enjoyed it very much. And then the plan was to join the forces. Well, either that, I had an interest in Egyptology as well. But I know. It was either that or go to university and study ancient history or Egyptology. That would have been a great solution. Could have done both, got a scholarship to university perhaps. But it would have been forces otherwise.